everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is a rainy, yuck, cold day, and my girls, oh, is it gonna, it's trying to focus for you. Trying to get these girls back over here in the yard. Come on, girls! Cheek, 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 cheek. Getting awfully brave. That's Mr. Billy Idol right there, if it'll focus. Look like little drowned rats out here right now. All right, here we go. Okay, I got the chickens wrangled up. As I was saying, it's a rainy, messy day out there, so it's time for kitchen action going on. So, we had our daughter's and son-in-law's baby shower Saturday, this past weekend, and the fruit tray, not the fruit tray, the vegetable tray still had a ton of vegetables left, of course. Most people don't go for the veggies anymore. So with the cherry tomatoes, I decided I was going to make that viral pasta sauce dish that's going around TikTok, Instagram. You can find it everywhere, YouTube. I'm not going to be using the exact amounts that the recipe calls for, and it's a combination of different recipes is how I'm doing it. So the reason why I'm not going to do a lot, for one, my husband doesn't really like cherry tomatoes themselves very much. I mean, he likes like tomato sauce and pizza sauce, but as far as like anything that's got tomatoes, whole tomatoes in it, he doesn't really care for it much. So I don't want to make a whole lot. And number one, it's just me and him. Number two, I don't know if he's going to like it with, the tomatoes in it. So I'm just doing a small amount, but I will write down an equal amount, or I will put up stay tuned to the end. That's what I'll do, is I'll just put up a screenshot of the recipe that I kind of basically followed. So anyway, so you get your tomatoes in here, and then you can do different types of cheeses. I think the way the viral video started was with like a block of feta cheese. I've also seen it with just regular cream cheese, and then I've seen it with this Boursin. This one's the garlic and fine herb, and they also make a chive and shallot or something like that. So I decided that I wanted to make it with this one because it just sounded good. So basically, you just get your tomatoes in there, and then you get whatever cheese you prefer, feta, regular cream cheese, or this Boursin cheese. I taste it, make sure it's good. Anyway. Once you get that into your dish, you're just going to get some olive oil and kind of just put it around the top of it. And then you want to put some on the cheese too. Just like that. All right. Now this enameled cast iron brazier that I have here, I got from Aldi. It's a Crofton, Crofton, Crofton brand. I think I paid not even 25 bucks for it. And it has been like, it's amazing. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. We do have like a Lodge enamel cast iron big pot that we use a lot too. And that one we did get Lodge. But this one I found at Aldi's for, like I said, not a bad price at all, and I've used it for anything and everything. So that's why we're using it today. We'll put a little salt, and then we're gonna throw it in a 400-degree oven. I believe 20 minutes or so, until the tomatoes have roasted up really well. So it's that easy so far. Once we pull it out, I'll show you the stuff that we're going to add to it. So for right now, it's just the tomatoes, the cheese, some olive oil, and some salt. So I'm gonna get that in the oven, and what we're gonna do with the rest of this is the carrots and celery I'm gonna use to make either vegetable broth or chicken broth or beef broth. I need to go look in the pantry and see what broth I'm running low on, because I always have tons of beef bones in there in the freezer, sorry, and a ton of chicken bones in the freezer to make broth with. So I'm going to see what I'm low on, and then use this, and then I have other stuff that I just put in the freezer as I have ends of onions or whatever. So I'm going to figure out what bone broth I want to do for that. For the cauliflower and the broccoli, which there's not much broccoli, but at least for the cauliflower, I will probably use it for a vegetable side dish tomorrow with dinner. And then the peppers, I think I'm just going to throw the peppers. I think what I'm going to do with the peppers is I think I'll just cut them up and throw them in a baggie into the freezer to use at another time. I would think, I didn't even think about that, about once this is done or even before it's done. I wonder how it would taste with some roasted red pepper in it also. So I might end up throwing some of that in there. We'll see. We'll see what I end up doing. And then for the squash that's on here, I really don't know what I'm going to do with it. I mean, I eat it, you know, just like this. So I might just keep it in the refrigerator as a snack. Yeah. So I'm going to utilize all this leftover food. Oh, and the tray came with these cucumbers. Aren't they cute? Yeah. I could pickle them, but it's only 4. I don't know. I'll probably just slice and eat those along with the squash. So that's the plan, and I'm gonna get this into the oven, and I will bring you back when it's time to pull it out. All right. Alright, so the 35 minutes is up, and as you can see, everything roasted up really well. So next, you just kind of get it all mixed together. The olive oil, the tomatoes, and the cheese. I did not end up adding the peppers, but if my husband likes it, then next time I do it, I may do that. We always get a ton of cherry tomatoes in our garden, and I usually just dehydrate them most of the time or turn them into sun-dried tomatoes. Alright, so now all the cheese, olive oil, tomatoes are mixed together. We're going to add some seasoning and mix it up a little bit more. So the recipe calls for garlic, it calls for basil, and then it calls for some Italian seasoning. Since I used the garlic Boursin cheese, I am not going to add any garlic to it. And then I just mixed some of our fresh herbs together, some basil, some oregano, and some thyme. I think that's going to be perfect. Kind of get all that melded together. So our sauce for dinner is done. I'm going to let it cool down. And then I'll probably throw it in the fridge until it's time to eat dinner tonight. And then we just have to make the pasta and toss it in the sauce. All right, so we'll be back later on this evening. so the viral pasta sauce dish is done.
Yep.
And we're going to see what Mike thinks of it. He's not, like I said before, a big tomato eater, but I think the way it was mashed into a sauce, I think you're going to like it. Maybe.
I think so.
Maybe.
Yeah.
All right, let's serve it up.
Me? Oh, me?
And then I just made some garlic bread out of some fresh bread that he had baked the other day. Very hot.
Yeah. Can't go wrong with pasta, though.
Yeah, he's a big pasta eater,
big
so.
Pasta eater.
Do you want to just try it like it is, or do you want some parm?
No, I'm going to try it like
Okay.
it is. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to try to get a piece of. Ain't nothing wrong with that, baby.
Do you like it?
Mm-hmm.
So I was telling the people earlier that they make it either with feta, just plain cream cheese, and then this Boursin.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I
Not
don't
a
know.
clue.
I put a picture of it earlier.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it almost tastes like the sun-dried tomatoes. Not as sweet.
oh,
you know,
it kind of does.
Yeah. And you
Probably
know I
because
like
of the
sun-dried
roasting
tomatoes
of
in
it.
there. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then another thought I was telling them earlier was, what if when I do the sauce that I roast some red peppers in it also?
Mm.
Do you think that would go good with the flavor profile that's there?
I think so. I like peppers and sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're going to try that next time. If any of you guys try this recipe and add or anything like that to the recipe, please comment below and let us know, because we love having ideas,
Yeah.
especially when it comes to pasta, because he's a big pasta eater.
Yeah,
so.
this is like a light, bright sauce. You know, I would think it'd be heavy with the
that
cream
cheese.
but because the tomatoes are so sweet in there, it's really bright on the tongue. So,
Okay,
yeah,
good,
I think
good.
it's fine.
So it's a keeper.
Yeah, it's a key. Do it again.
All right, well.
That's our alarm. Gotta let you guys go.
We'll see you next time.
Yep.
Bye, guys.
Bye.